Well, it's a good basketball game. I thought Detroit controlled the first half. I thought we did a much better job in the second half. I thought getting out of the gate defensively for us, we picked up our defense, and it allowed us to play out of our defense a little bit in the second half, which we had a difficult time in the first half of really doing. But and then down the stretch, big shot by Sophia. The overtime play really, you know, because of fatigue, we made a couple substitutions, and I thought Helen Darling came in and really guarded Nolan well. Nolan had really hurt us in that situation. Helen got in and guarded in that situation. And of course, Vicki Johnson hit a huge three for us in that. Good team win. We really haven't accomplished anything other than the fact that we broke a losing streak, and now we got to go play again. We got a lot of work to do.
You've been talking about just it starts with defense, and what was it about today, I guess, defensively that kind of just everything kind of come together, especially when you got in the lead in the third quarter, then in overtime?
I thought we got more physical. You look at our rebounding. The last two games, even in the loss to Indiana, I told them, we're starting to defend in a way that I recognize, but now we've got to physically end plays. And I thought we got more physical on the block out. I thought we went and got balls. You saw pink jerseys. It's odd to say pink, but I said silver and black. But we had pink jerseys going for the ball. Every time I looked up, there were 2 or 3 people around the ball. We had space to rebound. And I thought that was huge in that regard. And you got to credit the team with making some adjustments that we made at halftime and coming out with a better effort in that area. And of course, Sophia Young and Becky and Ann really gave us timely scoring throughout what we did at different times in those runs.
What can you say about Vicky's defense today?
What's that?
What can you say about Vicky's defense today?
The fans?
Defense.
Vicky's defense.
Vicky's defense? Well, she's always important to us from the standpoint of, she's the one who understands the totality of what's going on. She sees the whole picture, and I thought that was key in the overtime. She understands positioning, not only her, but relative to our rotations at such a high level that she helps organize us in that regard. And I thought her and Helen coming in, Helen really got after Nolan. And that's a hard guard, but she was in her space a lot, and I thought VJ really did a great job of helping our rotations and organizing us in that situation. Those 2 subs, even though they didn't score a lot in the overtime, really gave us defensive stability.
Talked about not accomplishing anything yet. Just kind of set up Tuesday, I guess.
Very workmanlike approach. We're in a position we got to go to work. We got to go to work. I appreciate that we found a way to win this game, but we got to go to work. We really haven't accomplished anything yet. What we did was protect our home, all right, and we got another big game coming up. We just got to have a workman attitude towards getting better. I just think that how you play basketball at the end of the season has as much to do with everything as the outcomes. The outcomes will come if you're playing good basketball. We got to continue that pursuit.
Coach, how important was it in the first half of Sophia Young really to carry a team? And then we saw Becky step it up in the third there with 2 points.
Well, that's what we have to do in situations. Sometimes, as they look at us, where do you put your attention? You put your attention on Becky, then it's going to give space for So. If you put your attention on So, then you create that. But I think the biggest thing is Becky was patient. She let the game come to her. And then I thought she did a great job of just making the right basketball play. Early they showed her a lot of tension, a lot of congestion. And with, good players know, okay, I got to deal with this for a while. I'll get some space later. It opens the door for some other players, and then I'll come back into it in the second half. She did a good job of that. Our team did a good job of moving the ball, too. I thought the ball movement found her.